Hello and welcome to Prep E, where we revolutionize how you prepare for IELTS and we help you make a wiser study abroad decision. So I am Harit, and in the last couple of years, I have helped more than 300 students move to their dream destination, may it be US, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, anywhere. Today in this video, I am going to help you guys understand everything about studying in Canada, a brief about the education system, and a lot of other things that you need to know in order to make a wiser decision when it comes to studying in Canada. The video is going to be 15 minutes long. I suggest you to watch it till the end so that you get a good clarity on what's right for you and what's not, right? So let us now begin. So first of all, what are we going to cover in this video? Some key facts about Canada. Why should you be studying in Canada? Types of universities and colleges, college, diploma or bachelors. If you are someone who has just completed his 10+2, what options are available for you? If you have completed your bachelor's already, then whether you should go for a post-graduation diploma or a master's degree. We are also going to discuss the different intakes, academic criteria, part-time work rights, how much time you can work in Canada while you're studying, PGWP, English proficiency requirements, STS, financial requirements, and in the end, I would request you guys to post your questions in the comment box and I will reply back as soon as I can. All right. So key facts about Canada. The capital of Canada happens to be Ottawa. Many people believe that it is Toronto, but it is actually Ottawa. For our Punjabi population, the capital of Canada happens to be Brampton only. So, but overall the capital of Canada is Ottawa. The travel time now is 14 hours. It used to take 25-30 hours a couple of years back when there were no direct flights. But now you board a flight in the night, by the morning you're in Canada. The currency is Canadian dollars. जिसके पीछे हम सब पागल हैं. End of the day, that is what we all are running after, right? So why should you be studying in Canada? Now you might be confused that which option is better. Is it US, UK, Canada? Let me give you some pros of Canada and then you can compare them with the other options. I will also post some videos comparing the different destinations, but talking about Canada specifically. So first of all, world-class education and academic facilities. So the universities, the colleges, the education that you are going to get is world-class, right? The most of the Canadian colleges and the universities rank in the top universities of the world. So if I actually give you a rough idea, getting into a top Canadian university is easier as compared to getting into, let's say, a top university in India. But if I look at the overall rankings, then the overall ranking of that Canadian university would be higher than the Indian university. And you will be getting post-study work permit for 3 years. So once you complete your studies, if the length of your education is 2 years or more, then you get 3 years of work permit. Now you can complete 2 years of education either by doing one course of 2 years, or you can do that by doing 2 courses of 1 year. That's your choice. So 1+1 or a single course of 2 years, both of them work. Institutes are consistently ranked amongst the top. As I mentioned, numerous options are available. So you want to learn something about let's say blockchain, computer programming, artificial intelligence, machine learning, bioinformatics, health informatics, project management, process quality engineering, career development. Like there's a course for literally every specialization. And as Elon Musk says that you should focus on specializing yourself in something as compared to being a generalist. So if you have found out that this is something I want to specialize in, Canada can be a great destination because you will find a specialized course there for you. Affordable, so the cost of education is not that expensive if I compare it with especially destinations like US and Australia. The Canadian education is far more affordable. Courses are with paid placements. So some of the courses, not all, come up with a placement option known as a co-op. So this is very important. Whenever you are shortlisting your courses, try to shortlist a course that has a co-op. So what happens during a co-op is that the college will give you references and the college will help you get placed in a company for an internship. Now when you are interning there and you do well there, then that company can hire you full time, and it happens in 90 to 95% of the cases. So let's compare it with a student who is just going there and finishing his studies and then trying to look for a job. Better than that is that you go with a course with a co-op, so that during the co-op itself you perform well and you get your dream job. All right, and opportunity to work for 20 hours per week. That means that while you are studying, you can work 20 hours a week part-time. This can help you pay for your cost of living. So when you're going from India, the major burden is of the tuition fee, but the cost of living can be easily paid using the part-time work rights that you have. And you have the opportunity to work for 40 hours a week, that is full time, during your breaks. So generally what happens is that after a semester there's a break of 4 months and then there's another semester, but this does not happen in post graduation courses. But let's say that if you're going for an undergrad course, or by chance your PG course has a break, during these 4 months you can work full time and earn some money to pay the fee for the next year or the next semester. Many students are able to do this successfully. All right, now there are two types of institutes in Canada. One are the universities and the second is basically the colleges, right? Now as far as the universities are concerned, let us understand what's the purpose of the universities. So they are generally focused on research, right? But nowadays they are also coming up with courses that are focused on the job market, on applied learning. But primarily the purpose of universities is research, to come up with new things, and in fact there were no course based masters available a few years back. Only thesis based masters degrees were available in universities, but now they have introduced it because of the demand. But overall the universities will be research focused generally, and the ranking would be very high. If you want to get into a university, you need very good academics, at least 75% or above. In fact, 8 CGPA or 8.1, 8.2 is the CGPA that you should have if you want to do a master's degree in a good university. And there's no point of going to a bad university. I will be very honest, it's better than going to a bad university. Go to a good college, and it is hard to get into, so you need to submit LORs, you need to write SOPs. There are a lot of things that you need to do in order to get into the universities. Let's take an example of a University of Waterloo. So it's one of the best universities for technical education across North America itself, right? Now the second type of institutes are the colleges. The first point about colleges is that they are focused on applied learning. So applied learning means that they are preparing you for the skills that are required in the job market. So let us take an example here. You will find a course in any university saying Master of Electrical and Computer Engineering. But as far as colleges are concerned, you can find courses postgraduate diploma in Big Data Solutions Architecture, postgraduate diploma in Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning, postgraduate diploma in Predictive Analytics, postgraduate diploma in Business Analytics. So these are the actual job designations, these are the actual skills that are required in the job market. The colleges will have courses that will prepare you to get a job in one of those roles. Next point is that the job output is good out of colleges. It is in fact better out of universities, but if you simply looking at it from the perspective of skill enhancement, then yes, after studying at a college you can get a job. In most of the cases, if you are a sincere candidate, you study, you get a co-op, and you are sorted, you get into a job. Average academics are okay to get into a college. The simple reason behind that is that the colleges have a lot of seats as compared to universities, so obviously the competition goes down, demand supply, as simple as that. So it is not that difficult to get into a college. If you have, let's say, 70% and above in your bachelor's degree, or even 65%, we can target the top colleges. If let's say you have 55 to 65, we can target the tier 2 and the tier 3 colleges, right? And they are easy to get. Just send us your documents and we can get you in any college that you want. Let's move on to the Canadian education system after 10+2. Now if you are someone who has already completed your +2, who has already completed your bachelor's, skip this part. You can move 1 or 2 minutes ahead and see where the video resumes after that. But this is for those people who have just completed their +2. So after +2, the very first course that you can do is a college certificate or a college diploma. So college certificate is a 1-year long diploma, you can say, and a college diploma is a 2-year long or a 3-year long advanced diploma. Right, now these are the two categories of diplomas. Then there's a bachelor degree obviously that you can do. So college certificate, then comes a diploma, then comes a bachelor's degree. On top of a bachelor's degree is a graduate certificate, and then comes a master's degree, right? This is how the Canadian education system looks like for a student after his 10+2. Now looking at the who should be choosing a college certificate, honestly no one should be choosing it. The simple reason behind that is that you will not get a visa for a 1-year course. College certificates are generally just 1 year long. So getting a visa for a 1-year course after 10+2 is very difficult. the visa officer doubts whether you are a genuine student or not. Because let us say if you would have been in India, if you would have been studying in India, you would never go into a 1-year course. You would always prefer a 2-year long or a 3-year long or a 4-year long course, right? So if you're opting for a 1-year course in Canada, that doubts your genuinity as a student. So you should avoid college certificates at any cost. Next is college diploma. So all the students who have completed their 10+2, they should opt for a college diploma straight away. And if you are someone who has also completed a polytechnic diploma, so after 10th, if you did not opt for 10+2, you opted for a 3-year diploma. After completion of the diploma, you will be going for a college diploma yet again. Third is bachelor's degree. So the students who have completed their 10+2 or their diploma yet again can opt for a bachelor's degree. The problem with a bachelor's degree is that the fee structure is high and you have to bear the fee for 4 years. On an average, a bachelor's degree costs around 40 to 50 lakh rupees in Canada. This is the average. If I translate it into Canadian dollars, then it comes out to around 60 to 80,000 dollars. This is the average. It would be higher only. I don't think it would be anything lesser than this because of the added cost, the ancillary fee, etc. So this is the amount that you need to bear if you are planning for a bachelor's degree, and that is the reason most of the students opt for a college diploma. Now the next course is a graduate certificate. So if you are someone who has completed your bachelor's degree, you can opt for a graduate certificate. So graduate certificate is basically a postgraduate diploma. So let's say in India generally we are offered with postgraduate diplomas. Graduate certificates are equivalent of a postgraduate diploma in Canada. The students who have completed their bachelor's degree or a master's degree. The reason why I have underlined master's degree is it becomes a little risky if you have already completed a master's and now we are applying for a postgraduate diploma. So how we make this work is that let us say you have already completed an MCom here and now you're opting for a course in, let's say, postgraduate diploma in commerce. Now definitely our visa is going to get rejected. The reason behind that is we are not showing career progression to the visa officer. We are showing career regression, that I am already a master's degree holder and now I want to study a course that is lower than my current education in Canada. This yet again raises doubts on your genuinity as a student. So considering that thing, what we need to do is, let us say that you are a master's degree holder and you have a master in commerce. You should opt for a course specializing in something. So let's say Master of Commerce. After that you can opt for a course postgraduate diploma in financial services. Now we can at least justify that, okay, I have got a rough idea of how the things work in my MCom. Now I want to specialize in the finance field. That is why I'm going for postgraduate diploma in financial services. The same way if you are an MBA here, right? Now rather than opting for a postgraduate diploma in business administration, opt for something specialized. For example, postgraduate diploma in financial technology, postgraduate diploma in digital marketing, postgraduate diploma in let's say business analytics. So something that was not there in your master's degree, but something that is related to your master's degree. Simple formula. That is where the underlining part comes into play. Other than that, you can also go for a master's degree after a bachelor's degree or a master's degree, right? So but master's degrees are yet again expensive. They are hard to get into, and there's no point of studying a master's degree at a bad university. Like if I actually tell you, it's better to study at a college as compared to any university which is not in good standings, right? You will just be paying extra money. You will be studying in a random weird location with nothing around, no opportunities around. So a better idea is to study at a good college and get some good education and opportunities for yourself, right? Now difference between a college diploma and bachelor's, yet again this is for those students who have completed their 10+2 only, who have not yet completed their bachelor's degree in India or anywhere. So a college diploma focus on practical knowledge, as I was telling you, in case of colleges, and bachelor's degree would be focusing on in-depth knowledge for academic excellence plus equal focus on jobs. So obviously a bachelor's degree is something that is expensive, but it is very good if you can afford it. But if your target is to at least reach Canada for once and get into the job market, then a college diploma is good to go as well. The fees for a college diploma is going to be between $14,000 to $16,000 per year. But if I talk about the bachelor's degrees, the fees is going to be around $20,000 to $30,000 per year on an average. The next degree after a college diploma, so let's say you are in Canada itself, and now after completion of your college diploma you want to pursue something further, right? You can either go for a bachelor's degree after your college diploma, or if you want to go above a bachelor's degree straight away, then you can also opt for a graduate certificate. So that way you get to study with the people who are basically coming for their post graduation. So graduate certificates generally have the eligibility criteria that you need to have a 2-year college diploma. So what I am trying to say here is that after completion of your college diploma, either you can continue on completing your bachelor's degree, or you can also just straight away jump into a graduate certificate, which is pretty much equivalent of a postgraduate diploma. Next is that after completion of a bachelor's degree, obviously you can go for a master's degree as well. But honestly, now here's a catch here. If you are someone who aspires to complete a master's degree in your life, then you have to skip college diplomas, because that way you will not be able to get into a master's degree provided you do not complete your bachelor's degree. But if you are someone who wants to do a master's degree and who wants to continue your career streak as it is, then go for a bachelor's degree so that you can complete a master's degree later on, right? You get 3 years of work permit in both the cases after the completion of your studies. That is standard for everyone. Now this one is for those people who have actually completed their bachelor's degree or their master's degree here, right? I believe most of the people watching this video belong to this category, so let us discuss this in detail, right? Now what happens in most of the cases is that, let's say you are now confused that I am getting an offer from a college and I can also try for this university. Which one is better? Should I opt for a master's degree in this university, or should I opt for a graduate certificate? Let us understand that. So the graduate certificate would be focusing on in-demand skills. So as I was telling you that the courses are actually prepared in one such way that they are designed to help you get a job in a particular designation. So let's say graduate certificate in business analytics. Now after completion of that course you can try for business analyst roles. It's as simple as that. But a master's degree is broad. For example, masters in electrical and computer engineering, masters in computer engineering, masters in applied science computer engineering, course based or thesis based. So master's degrees will be broader, but a graduate certificate would be focusing on one particular thing. That is the biggest difference that exists. Now yet again you have to decide what is right for me. Do not follow what the sheep or the herd mentality that alright, let's do a thing, university is better, I will go for a master's degree in a university. Stop acting stupid. You have to be prudent. You're going to spend a lot of time and your money, right? See what your end goal is. If your end goal is to get a job in in a particular role, just do a graduate certificate in that. Why are you even confused, right? But if your goal is that no, I want to study at a top university, I have good academic background, I want to get into something, even after that, after completion of my master's degree, then go for a master's degree. But just for the purpose of your ego, if you're confused, your decision making process is wrong. Next is that a graduate certificate, the fee is going to be between $14,000 to $16,000 per year. Nowadays you can say that it would be around $17,000 $18,000 per year. For a master's degree, the fee is generally between $20,000 to $30,000 per year. This is on an average, right? Graduate certificates are easy to get into, but a master's degree would require you to have minimum of 73%. So they ask for a B grade minimum, that is the equivalent of around 73.33%, on an average. And you need a good academic track record. If you have a lot of backlogs, like if you have more than 4 backlogs in your bachelor's degree, you are already ineligible to get into a master's from so many universities. So for that reason, you have to now keep this in mind, that if my academic track record is bad, if my CGPA is bad, then the only option available for me is a graduate certificate, right? So this is one thing that you should keep in mind. And last point, because most of the people sitting in this room are basically those who are trying for their Canadian PR. So if you are one of them, then graduate certificates are a good option, because after completion of the graduate certificate for 2 years you get 3 years of work permit, and once you have 1 year of work experience in Canada, then you can apply your PR under the Canadian experience class. But yet again, this is something that you have to decide, and based on your profile we decide that whether a GCA is right for you or a master's degree is right for you, based on your budget, based on your academics, based on your experience, based on your age. These are the decisions that have to be taken, and this is the job of me or anyone else who is working as a consultant, right? And as far as the master's degrees are concerned, so if you are eligible and can afford, go for it. It's as simple as that. So what I'm trying to make here is that if you guys are trying to find answers that black or white, that whether this is right or this is right, nothing is right, nothing is wrong, everything applies on a case to case basis. So we need to actually discuss your profile and then suggest you that okay, this is right for you or this is not right for you. It actually works like that. Now there are 3 intakes in Canada: the September intake, the May intake, the January intake. So when this video is getting recorded, it's April of 2022. So September intake and May intake are already obviously closed. Now the intake that is going to be open is January of 2023. So if you wish to start applying for that, if you wish to start working on that, I will be sharing the details about how you can schedule a one-to-one counseling with me, in which I will be able to guide you how you can actually plan on making your journey a success, right? So I will share that shortly. Now, what are the requirements if you want to get into an undergrad course? So let's say you've completed your +2. This slide is for you. For top universities, minimum of 70 to 85%. Make it 85% plus itself. This is the minimum that I will require. If you want to get into okay universities, 60 to 70% is enough. If you want to get into low ranked colleges, 55 to 60%. No one wants to get into low ranked colleges, but it absolutely depends upon your percentage. It absolutely depends upon your profile. So for that reason, this is an overall idea of how it's gonna work out for you. Now for the PG courses, right? If you want to get into a master's degree in any university and your percentage or CGPA is less than 70%, let's not talk about it. There's no point of talking about it. We will pretty much be just wasting our time. But if you want to get into decent colleges, good colleges, and your percentage is between 60 to 70%, then we have a good chance. We have a fair chance of getting into a good college, right? And some low ranked colleges can even accept 50%, 55%, 56%. That is basically their policy and that is how it exists, right? I do not want to name any colleges here based on your profile. When I suggest colleges to you, they are based on your percentage, your IELTS score and everything itself. It is never on the basis of any bias. Based on what you can get, so that we don't end up beating around the bush, we suggest the colleges to you, okay? So one thing happens that in consultations is that when we suggest, let's say, 2 colleges to students, they keep saying that, can you send more options, can you send more options, can you send more options? Guys, there are a handful of 40-50 institutes in Canada. There are not a lot of institutes that exist in Canada especially. Out of those, so many of them are not accepting you because of the grades or something. So many of them are not having the course that you want to pursue. So rather than looking for options, the options that we generally send out are filtered and researched. 2 people work on shortlisting the options for every student. So once the options have been shortlisted, just do the research on them, and if you're able to find out something new, let us know. If we can help you with that. But in 99% of the cases, the options that we are sending out to you are the filtered out ones for you, so that you don't beat around the bush. I really do not want that you send out 7 applications, pay application fee 7 times. What's the point when you have to choose one course, and if you are confident that you will get it 99%, there's no point of wasting time applying there, here, blah blah blah, right? No point of having that buffet mentality, right? That's only gonna waste time. All right, now what are the IELTS requirements? I will be I will just make it simple here. Overall 6.5 bands, no band less than 6. This is your requirement. Overall 6.5, no band less than 6. For some courses, the requirement goes up. It might be overall 7, overall 7.5, but overall 6.5 would suffice for 90% of the courses, and no band less than 6. And this is the band score that you get for UG as well, for PG as well, because STS category. So when we file the visa, there are 2 categories, STS and non-STS. STS means student direct stream, non-STS means non-student direct stream. Now let's not get into the technicalities. Let's just understand one thing. As far as non-STS category is concerned, the visa acceptance rate is just 30 to 40% right now. under non-STS, but under STS the same rate is 70 to 80%, right? So if you're filing your visa in STS category, the chances of your visa are 70 to 80%. Under non-STS it's just 30 to 40%. So no point of wasting your time yet again in non-STS category, no point at all. Next, post-study work visa. So even after the completion of a 1-year course, you will get 1 year of work permit. If you are completing a course of 2 years, you will get 3 years of work permit. Now generally what happens is that most of the post-graduation courses are of 8 months only, right? So it's going to be, the length is only going to be 8 months. What's the reason behind that? So post-graduation courses do not have a break, okay? Undergraduation courses, college diploma or a bachelor's degree will have 1 semester, then 1 semester break, then a semester. But post-graduation courses will have both the semesters together. So your course will be finished in 8 months itself, right? And after the completion of a 2-year course, you will get 3 years of work permit. Now this 2 years can also be completed in 16 months because all the semesters will be together without any break, right? Now one thing that you need to understand, even if you are doing 2 courses of 1 year or let's say 2 courses of 8 months, you will get 3 years of work permit. Even if you are doing 1 course of 16 months, you will get 3 years of work permit. And if you go beyond say that, then yet again you will get 3 years of work permit only. But if the length of your course is between 8 months to 16 months, this does not happen. But still, let's say out of nowhere you find out a course that is of 14 months, then you will be getting 14 months of work permit. So 14 months padhai, 14 months work permit, 16 months padhai or above, 3 years of work permit. Remember it as it is. Do not get confused on this, right? And now this point is very important. You will be getting postgraduate work permit only and only if your college has been approved by IRCC to offer postgraduate work permits. To actually verify this, you have to go on Google and you can search for Canada colleges DLI list. All the colleges that are registered in Canada appear in that, and in front of every college it is written whether it is eligible for postgraduate work permits or not. So this is a common problem in Punjab area and Gujarat. Some of the consultants work with some private colleges and then they recommend that to students. After the completion of the studies there, they are left for nowhere, left with nothing to do. So they either have to come back or they have to manage through illegal ways to stay in Canada. So whenever you are getting a recommendation for a college, always verify that whether that college comes under postgraduate work permit eligibility or not, right? It is important for you and your future. All right. Now, what's the visa process for Canada as far as applying to Canada is concerned? How does the visa process look like? So basically the step 1 will always be to get an offer letter from the college and getting the required IELTS score. So no band less than 6 and overall 6.5. This is the score that you need. So you need to get, let's say, 7 in one and 666 in others, but do not get less than 6 in any of them. Now once we have the offer letter, once we have the IELTS result, we have to pay 1 year tuition fee. So filing the visa under STS category requires us to pay 1 year tuition fee. You cannot just start with paying 1 semester fee. So 1 full year tuition fee has to go. Next is we have to open a GIC account. Now what is GIC? GIC is basically a guaranteed investment certificate account. Now you have to open a bank account in one of the banks in Canada. So let's say RBC or Nova Scotia Bank, Scotia Bank or the CIBC. So these are the 3 banks where you can open a GIC account while sitting in India itself. We assist our students in, with all this. Do not open an account in ICICI Bank. So students are facing a lot of issues who have opened their accounts in ICICI Bank. Avoid that. Stick to Scotia Bank or CIBC or basically the RBC, right? These are the banks where you should be opening your GIC account. Now once the GIC account is opened, you have to deposit $10,000 in that. That is equivalent of 6.2 lakh rupees in India right now. So you have to deposit $10,000 in that. These $10,000 will be coming back to you in form of pocket money every month. So the first month you will be getting $2,000 and from the next month onwards you will be getting 8,000 divided by 11, whatever the amount comes, plus the interest, whatever you have accrued, you will get that in your account, right? Every month as pocket money. Then we file file the visa. Eventually, once your GIC is done, your offer letter is here, your IELTS is here, you're done with your medical. We collect your work experience documents, we write your SOP, we furnish the whole file, and we submit it. And this whole process is taken care of by a regulated Canadian immigration consultant, so who is someone licensed by the Canadian government to offer immigration advice and to take care of visa applications. They have read the immigration law, they have undergone what are the technicalities of the Canadian immigration, and when they take care of the filing, you are already having an upper hand, you're already having an edge, because now someone who is qualified to do the job is doing it. In India, 99% of the consultants are not qualified to do it. They just do it on the basis of speculations. They have no idea what the law requires. They have no idea what are the exact nitty-gritties of why a visa gets refused, right? हवा में तीर कि GCMS मंगवा लो, कुछ नहीं समझ आ रहा, like बहुत हवा में तीर. It happens with us itself, right? The whole thing is very unpredictable, but at the same time we have some understanding that what's going on and what's not going on, right? So it is always suggested to deal with an RCIC member. Even IRCC, the New Delhi Visa Office, the High Commission of New Delhi, recommended that you should only and only be getting your visa filing done from an RCIC. You should not be dealing with the consultants that exist here and there. All right, so this was the whole process. And finally, if you guys wish to meet me in a one-to-one counseling, if you guys wish to discuss your profile, your case with me and your plans with me, then you can visit prepeve.com/study-abroad. So there's a form there, you have to fill it up, and our counselor will be in touch with you to book a call of yours with me. It's a free consultation call and you don't have to pay anything for that. Just meet me, I might be able to give you some advice, and then if you wish to apply your file with us, then you can go ahead with that. Thank you very much, guys. I hope that this video was helpful. This video helped you kickstart your plan on how you can study in Canada. See you, take care, and bye-bye.